From 78 teams registered to two. These two teams have gone through the gauntlets of ATMT3, surviving the troll, perfecting the unorthodox. The strongest to have graced this bracket, the mightiest to have mastered the gimmick. It comes down to one final match to decide the victor of it all. Change the world, the undisputed kings of the bracket, a team built to win it all. They've gone through this matchup before, leaving not even a single point for their adversary to take. Indiana Paris, after taking down the Seed 2 and I Am Steve, they were brutally demolished by the Seed 1, but still persisting for one more shot at redemption. The gods versus the believers, the kings versus the usurpers, Seed 1 versus Seed 3. It all comes down to this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finals of Abby's Troll Map Tournament 3. It is one final match, one final bout to decide it all. Who will take it all, Indiana Paris, or change the world? We shall see. I am Gabber SS, joining you here in the commentators booth. Coming in with me is Abby Chan 6203, the host himself. Welcome to the commentators booth. Welcome everyone to this match. How are you all doing? And how are you all feeling?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm here commentating. I'm glad that I can host this tournament as a third iteration, or maybe fourth, because of ATMT 2.5. And we're finally hitting into the grand final here. And both teams are seemed pretty strong, pretty competitive, and the match seems like it's starting.
Yeah, I can hear the roll map in the background or the PPC victory jingle. I'm not too sure if it's already starting already. But yeah, as you said, a pretty strong matchup between these two teams. Change the World has looked absolutely formidable through the entirety of this bracket, pretty much. Oh, there you go. There you go. It seems like it hasn't started just yet. And Indiana Paris, meanwhile, they just managed to upset the seed 2 earlier in semis, but then fell to Change the World, the same opponent that they're facing right now, in a really rough 0-7 sweep. They still managed to come back though, looking for one more chance to take them down after winning their earlier match against I believe, the seed 6 in China's S in a pretty close match. So we'll see if they can make the narrative change here, if they can change the story, because Indiana Paris has a lot to prove. They just came out of an 0-7 sweep against this very same team that they're facing right now. So let's see what they've got. We're still waiting for this role map to start. I believe it's the PVC. It's the Plants vs Zombies victory jingle. 3 seconds, 10 stars. So I mean, we're just here to have fun. That's all it is. That's pretty much how it goes for every ATMT iteration. The mapples are a bit goofy, but it's all just fun in games, and it's all just pretty pretty funny to say the least. So we'll just see who gets roll up, or I mean, who gets
Hope the
priority
clan loads
over
in.
rolls. Yeah, hopefully. No,
Oh, we got it.
oh, big ass sliders.
Here we go.
And
Here we go.
oh, okay, Indiana Fires actually got it.
Yeah.
So that means they're gonna be able to pick what order they get their protects, bans, and picks in, I believe. They're gonna go for second pick, second ban, second protect. It seems like I mean, to be fair, we haven't seen Change the World play this map pool just yet. Meanwhile, Indiana Paris has already given out a lot of information already in their previous match. So it seems like they just want to see what sort of a strategy their opponent is gonna go for first by allowing them to have the protect, ban, and pick priority. It seems like. In terms of their previous matchup, I believe, if I recall correctly, Change the World went for a pretty nasty speed abuse, absolutely rolling against Indiana Paris due to the fact that while they're tier 3 in Cheval Grand, pretty good, Uh, they just a bit too skill capped when it comes to the more speedier and faster picks in the pool, I believe. So I'm kind of assuming that Indiana Paris, despite abusing the speed last time, they might just go for banning that this time against Change the World, and then maybe leave the reading maps open for Change the World to abuse, since that's also another skill set that I believe this team is really good on. Indiana Paris, meanwhile, I'm expecting them to try and lean towards the technical and mechanics maps that one of their tier ones is exceptionally good at. Zoroark, I believe, renowned for being one of the best HR and tech players in the entire tournament. So I can kind of see them leaning towards that, pick stuff like HR1, HR3, maybe even the Nomad 4. Later, probably gonna lean towards those aim picks. I believe Indiana Paris did protect the HD1 first in the previous match. So we'll see here. We have our protect from Change the World. It is gonna be the HD2. Obviously, they're gonna go for the reading abuse, since I think that's worked before against the same team. So yeah, pretty fair strategy from them.
Yeah. As we can see last round, now last match, Indiana Paris protected hidden one, but they didn't pick it.
That,
That's one. That's kind of
Another interesting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, granted, it did not go to tiebreaker, so maybe they were waiting to keep that map until the very end. But again, you did mention they didn't pick it, so there is a potential here that they actually go for a different strategy in terms of the protect here.
Wait, no,
They
no,
could.
no, no, no. They protected number
Oh,
3.
oh wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, we're looking at. Oh,
Yeah, both of us fucked fucked that a
okay.
little
Well,
bit.
never mind. We're trolling a bit.
Oh,
Okay, they protected Nomad 3. Yeah, it's
okay,
the other
we're
team that
good.
protected. Yeah. All right. So I mean, if did they actually play Nomad 3 during the previous match, though, if I recall?
they, they didn't.
Yeah. So, I mean, wrong map that they protected previous round. My bad, but I mean, still pretty same assumption that they're gonna go for a different strategy here, and they are gonna go for a DT1 protect instead, allowing Jazz Change the World to go for that Nomad 3 ban. So pretty interesting change up here. I'm not too sure if Change the World is that comparably weaker on the ult. I I still I think their tier 3 might be a bit weaker on the more technical maps. Uh, so it seems like they don't really want to go towards that I guess. But I mean, uh, I think it's gonna be fine. They still have a lot of picks left on the table here that they could potentially go for instead. I mean, I do believe Choco Sticks is a really solid tech fill for Jazz, who can just all around everything really as tier 3s. So I think they're gonna be pretty fine in terms of depth in the map pool. It's just gonna come down to how well Indiana Paris can win their picks here. Gonna be the next ban, I believe. Indiana Paris. What are they gonna try and get rid of? They can't get rid of that TL2, which I think it changed the world is absolutely gonna be a
No.
good thing. They're gonna get rid of HD3 and DP2, so without a doubt, they're gonna get rid of speed one way or another, and then they're gonna get rid of HD3, which if
Custom.
I recall, yeah, it's a custom that they also banned previously, so I guess we're just not gonna see
Um.
that get played at all in the grand finals.
Yeah. Okay. They actually saved me for 2 months of OSU supporter. Okay.
Okay. But I mean, come on, man. You invested in this. It would have been nice to see it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
kinda
By the way, I have
unfortunate.
to mention one thing. That bounty for that roadmap was won by Itagarasu for getting 91k. Okay.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Bounty claim, but I mean, let's look at this match.
Yeah.
So, next band is gonna change the
Well,
world.
I think they might as well just spend somewhere like old map, low map, or something.
In I can see them getting rid of one of those HRs maybe. I feel like Indiana
Yeah.
Paris is one of the stronger HR teams in the tournament.
Because they
I
got
believe
Zoro
they
Key.
won every HR previously because of Soroki, because Taps is just really good at filling that. And
Mm.
Shovel Grand really capable of filling that as well as tier 3 despite his rank. So
Yeah.
I feel like Change the World, they could probably just get rid of HR3. Maybe no mod 6 if they're a bit uncomfy on that. That's one of the more weirder maps in the pool because it's CS9. So not too sure here. We're just gonna wait for it.
But they're kind of good at like gimmick maps, like gimmick picks for like change the world. So I think they gotta keep that number 6 here.
Maybe I guess if they're looking to abuse it.
Yeah.
Change the World, if I recall, it was the speed abuse and reading abuse that really helped them get that sweep against Indiana Paris in finals. So they're probably just gonna lean towards that again. Maybe keep that Nomad 6. But no, they're actually
They
gonna
banned
get rid of the
Fremont
Fremont
actually.
1. That's really
Hmm.
interesting, actually.
Well, probably
Fremont 1
because
all
No
the
More
way.
Free and Free Mods are kind of similar skill sets. They're both like ult and flow aim stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if I recall correctly, all of the lights is more leaning towards Snap Alt, but it
Yeah.
seems like they just don't like Alt in general, so they're just gonna get rid of it practically entirely from the pool. So
Yeah.
that's kind of sad, but you know what? That's just how it is sometimes.
That
That
makes
is
sense to be honest.
attacks and bans. Makes sense. Just get rid of the maps that you don't really like, and then you have the rest of the map pool that you can just cook on. So, oh well, that's just gonna be how it is sometimes. Now in the it's changed the world to pick against Indiana Paris. Are they gonna go for an automatic speed abuse? Go for no mod 5 or DT3,
Hmm.
or will they save that for later and go for maybe one of the hiddens, one of the reading? TL2 is open. No mod 6 is also open. They kept that on, so they have a lot of options to start this match off. Change the World here is looking like the favorite to win here. They just have to play well and make sure that they have their strategy set straight. So let's just wait and see what they go for here as their first map.
Like their last match was finals in this bracket. They started off with DT3, which is a tapping map, but well, we're looking into TL4. Ooh,
Okay,
storyboard map, storyboard alert, streamer.
that is interesting. So TL4 storyboard map. If I recall
Yeah.
correctly, during their previous match, I mean, excluding the TL5, which was essentially just another speed map, they essentially didn't pick any freaky troll maps at all during the previous finals match. So seeing TL4 as the first pick is really interesting here. It seems like Change the World probably practiced this really well and are looking to abuse this. So what kind of a storyboard map is this, Abby Chan, if you could explain for those who aren't familiar?
Uh, this map is a like more on the memorizing, I think. Like this map is kind of stacked in the patterns and kind of messy in the storyboard. Like players will have to like really focus on the notes and how the storyboard works.
I see. Okay. I mean, that's pretty fair. Uh, that, considering that, I can see this as a pretty strong pick from Change the World then, because from what I can see here, Indiana Paris doesn't really have too much of a starstruck reading team. If I, in my opinion, honestly, I'm not too sure how well their tier ones can play the reading. If I recall, they had a really rough time on the reading-oriented maps like TL2 during their previous match and HD2, but they still managed to win it from strong performances from Tapsis and solid enough fill from Soroki. So let's see if this one works, because this is a different kind of reading here. Um, it's
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, I would definitely agree that this is another tapping, another reading map, because the patterns on this are like kind of stacked together, and you will need a lot of like reading skills on this for like actually to hit the notes and for the combos.
Yep.
Yeah. And storyboards seems like kind of fine here if they actually practice this, but um, yeah, there might some like mind blocks or mental issue on this map if you practice this too much, because this is one of the like mind block maps as I remember.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Having played some storyboard maps in in matches myself, there can come a time where you end up really mind blocking and second guessing where the next notes are gonna come up, especially if the storyboard is that complicated. So I really like this strategy from Change the World. They're still picking reading, but they're picking a more unorthodox kind, looking to maybe abuse their really strong and easy oriented Bill from Uparu, which I believe we didn't see them during the previous match that they played. So let's see how
Yeah.
well this works. It's still gonna be Sape Sape.
And
It's still gonna
also
be Zorky. It's Choco
and
Sticks
also
and Patrick
as the first map being a storyboard map, this is gonna be insane, I guess. Oh, the
Oh
storyboard
god.
actually works. Okay.
Okay, you just gotta follow the clock, I guess. So
Yeah.
it's a bit weird. You can see the next set of notes coming in. It's kind of
AR
I'm not
negative.
sure. They are negative. I mean, maybe you can kind of compare this to something like Citus or Vigros.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's definitely a bit of an experience. But hey, who would have guessed it? It seems like Indiana Paris is putting up a really strong fight here as Sape Sape
Oh.
and Oparo finds the first couple of misses. It's only Chocolate Sticks against a triple FC from Indiana Paris. Tapsis will fall, but it's still 1v2.
In this situation, it's really dangerous for Red Team change the world because it's a 1v1 situation and the score is still on Team's Blue, which is Indiana's pair side. But we got Choco Sticks to miss on that pattern.
Oh, but Cheval breaks! Oh, it's only Zoroki. But Sape Sape will find another miss. There is no recovery from the left side here. Zoroki is looking to take this away. A solo carry from him to steal a breakpoint off of the bat. He has memorized and studied this map down to the finest of details here. And no other player from the lobby can match at all. It is a score v1 map, ladies and gentlemen. Meaning this combo from Zorky just did so much damage there, even though he just missed. It's an 800k lead for Team Blue. Change the world, looking to abuse the reading, but it seems like this is not the good kind of reading that they should have abused off of the bat, because Indiana Paris looking to already change the narrative, looking to already set a better performance than they did previously. They're gonna get a point on the board against the opponent that swept them last time, and it seems like Change the World can do nothing about it because they still have no combos at this point. There's no map left. There's nothing they can do. They're all misreading here. Indiana Paris, as a team, as a unit, Tapsis, Cheval, and especially Zoroki, just shut this first pick down from Change the World. It's going to be an immediate breakpoint for Team Blue as the first map of the match.
Well, getting a breakpoint from their opponent's pick as the first map, this is really dangerous for their opponent, which is Change the World. But I mean, they got TL5. They might actually bring this back later.
Maybe there is an
Yeah.
opportunity here. The thing is with these extra TL, since Indiana Paris managed to get a very dominable breakpoint there, they have an opportunity to pick that again and maybe score another quick point. So I'm kind of keen on looking on seeing that later if they try and go for it. So we'll just have to wait and see. Indiana Paris, they have the advantage here. The question is, can they consolidate it? Can they actually run away with it and get a second point on the board? They could try going for the same maps that look really comfortable for them. The HRs, the DT1 maybe, or even the tech in that No Mod 4. There's still some options, albeit a bit more dangerous. Well, it's gonna be a very important point for them to try and take. They cannot afford to hand change the world an opportunity to steal a breakpoint back. Otherwise, this match might go a bit under for them very, very quickly despite winning that first breakpoint. So Let's hope they make the right decision here. It is a best of 13, so anything can really happen here. Indiana Paris, what are you gonna go for? There's the HRs all left on the table here. There is that BT1 that I believe they did go for the Protecton. They're gonna go for HR2 Phony instead. Looking to just throw Zoroki at them. That HR carry on the precision on the CS 6.5. This one a very very dense precision test coming in at 1.4k combo in total, and that is a map that I believe players like Zoroki would just absolutely love here. I can see him absolutely cooking on a map like this, but change the world. Absolutely not a joke on these sorts of maps as well. So I can still see this being very, very close. Unfortunately, we are gonna be losing Abby Chan here from the commentator's booth, as he does have some stuff to work out in at home. So it seems like I'm gonna be solo gong for the rest of this match because my voice is kind of pooped. So yeah. Uh, let's just wait for the players to join in for Change the World. For Change the World, I'm assuming it's just gonna be Sape coming in. Meanwhile, for the fills, I expect it's just gonna be Jazz and Left Root Hit, the all-rounders for Tier 2 and Tier 3. Meanwhile, for Indiana Paris, I don't see a world where Zoroki doesn't play this. We're probably gonna be seeing Tapses, and then it's Cheval Grand as that Tier 3 fill. So I think we're just gonna be waiting for the players from Indiana Paris. They're probably practicing this map since it is pretty long and pretty scary. But yeah, I did mention I might be solo calming, but it seems like that won't be the case, as we are gonna be having a special guest joining us here. Your streamer and map pooler for the tournament, Fault, is gonna be here joining me in the commentators booth. What's up?
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
What do you mean good morning? It's 11 p.m. Oh, actually no. Wait, is it 1
Some
a.m.
people it's morning. It is no, it's not. It is 11 p.m. for me,
12 a.m. or
but
something?
it's morning for some people.
11 p.m.
It's morning for Safe Safe.
That's fair. Oh yes, safe. Actually, wait. Okay, I only call him Sape because of like, is it safe or Sape?
I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
Listen, I remember vividly, bro. Like during Blank Tap's commentating, like the way he shouts out Sape is just so fun. I'm just gonna take it, bro. So you know what?
Okay, I'll try and adjust. I'll try and adjust.
I mean, if you want to, you can call him safe. You know, it's up to
Sape.
you. We're just chilling here. But yeah, it is the predicted rosters for both teams. Tapsis and Zoroki, as well as Cheval Grand for Indiana Paris versus Jazz, Lefutit, and Sape. It is HR2, the second map of the match. Indiana Paris' opportunity to make a substantial lead here. So far, not looking good, as there's already 2 misses on the board from them. But still 3 minutes of precision here. Anyone can find a miss on practically any part of this map. So it is left to whether these recoveries from Indiana Paris can hold longer than the 3 FC standing so far from Change the World. It is Cheval Grand to find a miss from Indiana Paris. That is the last FC from Team Blue here. Team Red's still looking really damn good, but still a lot of map left to go. But Caps is there, finding a miss before that TI. It seems like they're looking a bit uncomfortable on this map. It's only Jazz so far to have made a mistake over to the left side, but Sape and Left Rooted still looking damn strong. It is the first TI of the map. Left Rooted will fall. It is Sape and Zoroki, the tier 1s, and Sape will fall. Zoroki needs to hold this combo. He is the only hope right now. Indiana Paris has lost too much blood here. If Zoroki can hold this, there's a potential for a comeback on this map.
Potential for sure, but oh, he finds the drop as I'm talking. I was gonna say he can't pull it back alone. It's too big a task, I think. 131k and only half the map remaining. With 0 combo now, he's gonna need help from his teammates and help from the other team, I think, to confidently pull this back.
Oh man, it is not looking good. Shovel Grand and Taxus just continue to find misses throughout the course of this map. And Sape Sape finding a miss. That is a step forward for Indiana Paris. But they still need Jazz to miss. They still need Left with It to miss. And they need every recovery they can. But it's a double miss from Indiana Paris. Zoroki is all on his own and he can only do so much. He is against the tier 3 all-rounder in Jazz. Can Jazz mitigate the damage and hold out long enough to trade the breakpoint? Or will Zoroki steal this back? Zoroki will fall before the Kia and I think that seals it. Zoroki, he literally just can only do so much. Jazz is gonna hold. Sape Sape has a 300k. Left with Heat looking to go past the 300k mark. It is a full team effort here from Change the World, and even though Jazz misses, can Indiana Paris even bring it back here, as there's just not too much combo from their side, especially after that reset from the recoveries.
I mean, it's hard to be hopeful in this situation. It's still 170,000, even though this is the hardest part of the map, and we see Change the World dropping. It's just, there's no map left. Zoroki brought back 50,000 in the ending of the map, but it's still in favor of Change the World. And they're able to steal that breakpoint right back.
An absolutely devastating map to lose on. We talked about how important it was for Indiana Paris to take advantage of anything, of any advantage that they can build here, considering just how much of an uphill battle this is. And right as we talk about it, they immediately lose that advantage. Not managing to take consolidate that breakpoint off of the bat. Change the World is gonna trade it out, tying this up 1-1. Indiana Paris, a big underperformance compared to their previous plays on this map. Seems like they're not feeling too comfortable on the precision today. There's still a lot of maps left to go, but Change the World immediately back into the match. Now they can go for the speed abuse or go for that HD2 that they protected here. That TL4, a bit of a mispick from them, but I don't know.
Or a fluke from Zoroki.
I mean, it seemed like all of their players looked pretty damn rough on that map, and I will admit Zoroki had a really strong combo there that kind of led them to that victory, but it kind of seemed like a very strong effort from all of their players there. So I feel like TL4, Indiana Paris could probably just abuse that once again if they opt to go for that breakpoint TL and abuse the TL4 once again. So we'll just have to wait and see. That's gonna be for later. I'm assuming Change the World, it's still their pick, so I'm expecting to see the DP3 coming out, that HD2 maybe, or the Nomad 5. It's gonna be the Nomad 5 first. They're gonna lean towards the speed, a bit of a tangent from the reading, just looking to abuse the weaknesses that Indiana Paris has in terms of the skill sets that all of their players are proficient on. If I recall, their tier 3 Oki and Shovel, Oki or Shovel Grand, kind of comparably weaker on the speed compared to everyone else. So this is gonna be a bit of a struggle for them to try and win. I can see maybe their tier 1 and Hector popping off, but it's gonna take a lot of effort because I believe Change the World is one of the stronger speed teams out there in this bracket. Left with it, a very strong all-rounder in the tier 2. You have Sape, reliable on practically every skill set, and we're probably gonna be seeing Choco Sticks coming in for the speed.
I don't have much to input. You kind of just said it all.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this is just a clear-cut case of Change the World going for a speed abuse just because of how strong all three of their players are on a map like this. Top 40 core, the Fergus map set. I believe this one, this map in particular was made as, I think this was a custom for OWC of last year. It was a free mod, I believe.
Yeah.
Not too sure though.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, it was.
It was either around the 16 or 32.
I think it was around the 16, I recall it was around the 16 or something. Around the
Definitely
32 was
very
like
early round.
Yeah, very early round. It's one of those 246 or high BPM uh, raw speed burst spam test. Uh, so Indiana Paris, they're gonna need to be really, really comfortable on a map like this if they want to steal a breakpoint from Change the World, because Change the World's roster looks really damn formidable. Kind of surprised to see Jazz here over Choco Sticks. It seems like Choco Sticks might not be feeling too good on the speed today. Maybe Jazz a lot more comfortable on this map specifically, but a really, really big deviation from the rosters that we were expecting here. Zoroki over Hetzer. I'm kind of wondering if Hector is available right now for this match or not. Or maybe if Soroki just more comfortable on this map in particular here. It's a really, really interesting switch up. Um, Wondering to see if it's gonna pay off. We already see misses from a couple of players. It's Jazz and Shovel Grand, Soroki and Sape Sape. It's only the tier 2s here to hold. It's Tapsis and Left with It holding the decent accuracy at least.
Despite you mentioning earlier that mechanics was going to be Change the World's easy path into this match, coming out of the intro, it's dead even.
Diana Paris is actually fighting really down low on this map, more so than I expected actually. Change the World really found some really tough misses at the start of the map, and you know how it is with speed maps, they're very, very dense. There's a lot of combo for you to play, so any miss in the middle of the map is really going to be damaging your score here. Sape and Jazz found the earlier miss there, but they found the recoveries, but Sape will break. That's going to tank him quite a lot. Shovel Grand will find the miss, but that's not the one they're looking for. Zoroki is holding formidably. Tapsis as well, but they both break. Jazz and Left with It, they both break as well. It's a full reset. Sape has a bit of recovery, but that's not going to be enough to shift anything at all in this map. It's going to come down to the tightest of margins here. There's still another half of the map left. Tapsis is looking to fight back against Sape and Left with It. Zoroki with the support here. Shovel Grand doing much better than Jazz. It's coming down to the tiniest of differences here, but the mistakes from Shovel, it might bring it back. There's one more Ki. It is a 5k difference. Right here, it's 2 combos to 2. Tapsis and Zoroki, Sape and Left with It. It all comes down to these 4 players. Which one of them will fall first? It's gonna decide everything. Zoroki will fall! Left with It and Sape, they're bringing it back. Left with It will miss Tapsis as well and change the world. It seems like they might just manage to close it out right at the very end. Sape, the combo there, managing to take back that point. It almost looked like another breakpoint for Indiana Paris, but when it came down to it, Change the World just had the better pop-offs from their players here. And although Sape finds the miss, I do not think Zoroki has the time to bring this back. Sape, Left with It, you have done enough. Oh my god, that was way more closer than I expected, I'm gonna be honest.
I do think the beginning half of that map, I think this is a weird kind of speed map where it like, oh my god, my brain stopped working. I feel like players, I find it a lot easier when I'm playing that map, to like ease into it. And like as the map's going on, I get more and more comfortable and able to hold more combo. Compared to most speed maps where like the more you go, the less you can play it, you run out of stamina. This one is really just a test of your burst speed. So as you go through the map more and more, you adjust more and more, you get better at it, and I think that's what was happening with Sape there. He's able to pick up the combo towards the later half, whereas Blue Team just wasn't able to find that comfortability.
Yeah, Indiana Paris had that combo at the start, but Change the World, they just had to adjust to the BPM shift, I believe, considering the last 2 maps that they played so far. Pretty damn slow in comparison to whatever this is. That beginning as well, quite weird with some of those slider scenes. So, seems like Change the World, all they needed was like a minute of time to adjust to the speed. And there goes Sape, Left with It. They just did their thing. Indiana Paris tried their best, but it just wasn't enough. Shovel tried to support as much as they could. Zoroark tried to support Caps as much as he could, but Caps, Zoroark, Shovel, they were just not
Oh,
enough. And that is the point from Change the World. Indiana Paris, they're gonna have to reply with something quick, but it's not gonna be another HR. It's the Nomad one. It's Lies playing Truth.
5-minute number one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is definitely an OWC custom. I don't remember if it was a Nomad 1 or a TB.
Oh, this was RO32 tiebreaker of
I had a
last,
feeling, I had a feeling.
of 2024, yeah. So we're essentially gonna be seeing a mechanics tiebreaker get played between these two teams. It is it is a rough mechanics test. It has pretty much everything. There's some flowing elements mixed in. There's all kinds of aim, the standard spaced aim, the linear and awkward patterns, the geometric linear jumps here. And it all comes down to 4 minutes and 43 seconds of pure shred. You can miss on practically any single part of this map. So Indiana Paris, they're gonna need a formidable combo or performance from one of their strong players here if they want to secure this, because I can see this going either way. I'm gonna be honest, this is a very dangerous pick for them to go for as their second pick of the match.
I have to agree. I feel like usually usually later on in the matches is when you start to see no mod ones come out or similar, like you are referred to as like the flip maps that are just like right in the middle of all the skill sets. Any player can be comfortable on them if they're just solid on those mechanics, and this is exactly that kind of map. And it's like you have to think that maybe someone is feeling especially confident on it, especially if it's this long. Slight slip-ups halfway or even a quarter way in kills your score so bad in a map this long.
We're just gonna have to wait and see how it unfolds before us here. It is Lies playing Truth, the OWC round of 32 tiebreaker of last year. This map is going to decide whether Indiana Paris still have it in them to fight back or will Change the World get a clear advantage against them, stealing a breakpoint. It is 4 minutes and 43 seconds of just every kind of mechanics that you can think of, really. There's the weird linear and circular streams. There's the weird jumps. There's the awkward and more comfortable stuff here. Everything is in this map. There's opportunities to miss everywhere here. Change the World. Their roster is built for situations like this. Every single player on that team is capable of holding on any section of this map, but it's just gonna come down to whether they can do it on this match. We've already seen some blood spilled for both teams. Choco Sticks, Tapses, and Zoroark are the only ones to have missed so far. Zoroark on a recovery, Cheval on an FC, Sape will fall, and it's only left with it on the FC from the red side. It is the first KI to kick in. There's an advantage here from Indiana Paris as Sape finds another break. It is a very difficult map to really grasp, especially with the nerves and the anxiety in play. Zoroark just needs to hold alongside Cheval, putting up an insane performance on the slow slider. Cheval loses the combo, but so will left with it. That is every FC gone from the board, and Zoroark will still stand. Choco Sticks on the recovery though, looking to try and fight back, but he needs his teammates to find some sort of a way back in. He cannot hold this on his own. Zoroark is looking to steal this point. Caps is on the recovery as well. It is looking like the overall team consistency from Indiana Paris on this map is just looking so much better.
Yeah, I guess, as I was saying earlier, they have just picked it. Oh, wow, okay, we see a trade from Zoroark and Lafruta right as I'm saying it, but overall consistency being higher, I think they do just feel really confident on this kind of just, like, aim spam, which would really explain the DT1 Protect as well. Similar map, but just had a lot of a higher BPM. But even entering this first KI here, Choco Sticks finding a break as well. I think that was the big combo on Change the World, and now it's just Tapses with 700, Safe trailing with 500. And the combo leads slightly in favor of Indiana Pairs here.
Yeah, although Chevel finds the miss, it still taps us, but that slider break from nowhere! What was that? Right before the solo as well, but Sape finds the miss on the linear section. But Zoroki, it's a full reset from Team Blue. Lafooted and Choco Sticks, they have a shot back into this map. They just need to hold until the very end of the solo. Chevel with another miss. The bleeding from Team Blue. Choco Sticks finds the miss though. And Lafooted as well. Every combo, every significant opportunity from Change the World here has just slipped. And although Sape on the recovery here, Zoroki is looking to put a stop to that. Tapsis is there to stop Sape in its track. And what more can you really do? It is a mechanics tiebreaker styled map, and there's a 140k lead from Team Blue here. Indiana Paris looking to pick something that they're comfortable with, looking to pick something that they as a team can absolutely run away with. Tap says Chevel and Zoroki, a triple 300k here. None of the players from Change the World surpasses any of the scores from Indiana Paris. It is a full team sweep on this map, and it is a second point from them. They're not looking to go down just yet. Indiana Paris still comfortable on the aim, still looking to fight back. They're not gonna get swept again, that is without a doubt. Zoroki taps his Chevel. What an insane performance from them. Chevel as well as that tier 3 performing absolutely insane there. And although Left-Rooted is there with the combo finally surpassing one of the scores from Team Blue here, that is not gonna be enough. It is a 150k lead for Indiana Paris as they secure a second point on the Nomad 1 off of their pure team consistency.
Yeah, and we were mentioning earlier how Nomad 1s like this usually picked when you're out of options, but it seems Indiana Pairs has done more research than URI, Gabber, and they knew exactly what they were coming into here, and they knew that they would be able to take this, which is why they've picked it so early, even though usually it's like picked as like the burger flip map. But I think that just told us that maybe we should be prepared for an insanely close match in the future of this.
I'm hoping so. This would be a very, very nice grand finals for ATMT3 if Indiana Paris continue to put up the performances that they've been putting up so far. Change the World, they've looked incredibly formidable. I was expecting this to be a very one-sided match just because of how dominant they were on their first match in finals. But look at Indiana Paris, even on the highest SR that this tournament has to offer, they still refuse to surrender. They still refuse to back down here. It is 2-2. It is tied up on the board. Change the World are gonna have to wait a little bit longer for Indiana Paris to make another mistake. So we'll just have to wait and see. Change the World, they still have HD2 Protect open. They still have TL2 to go for reading. Or DT3 keep on continuing the speed abuse here. Options are still there. Indiana Paris is still not in the safe despite them being able to garner some points. And there you go, they will go for the DT3 and never the Fever. Just looking to abuse tapping in general against this team. It has looked like an incredibly strong skill set for them so far. Top 40 core was pretty solid, albeit a bit shaky at the start. I'm assuming this is gonna be a bit more of a comfortable one for them, considering they've already warmed up for the speed. It is a lot more. It's a lot more of a denser and longer map compared to Top 40 core, considering it is 4 minutes in length. But you know what? I feel like that's going to be going down in their ballpark since you know, Indiana Paris, they can find the combos here and there, but I feel like Change the World is still the favorites on the speed.
Yeah, exactly right. And I was thinking, looking at the map full screen, I wonder if they're only picking the Nomad 5, DT3, and DT2 because of the high BPM. I'm just thinking, is there a chance that maybe they run the Nomad 2 when the next pick phase comes around?
Want to I would say would be a very interesting pick because, I mean, if you don't know what the Nomad 2 is, or if you do don't know what the Nomad 2 is, that's, I believe, a pretty old custom map for a tournament. Yeah, 3WC 2021. It's been floating around in ETX, I believe, so fairly popular map and very RNG because it's only 2 minutes, so it could really go either way. Change the World could try and continue the topping abuse if they look towards leaning into that Nomad 2 eventually. Uh, we don't really have info on Indiana Paris on the Nomad 2 just yet. We do know Indiana Paris banned Nomad 2 last time in their finals match, so maybe they could go for it afterwards. But I am expecting them to just go back to the reading, go for something more conventional like the HD2, the Nomad 6, or the TL2. But who knows? We'll just have to wait for that to come up later. It is the DT3 for now. It is your high BPM tapping test, 258 BPM of pure shred here. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes for our players. Cheval there to fill. Unfortunately, just leading his match on this tapping pick as he is looking very uncomfortable. We finally see Hetzer coming in here to fill in for Zoroki, but even they are not looking too comfortable. Sape and left with it still holding FCs.
We're just entering the first ki of the song here now. That's how he finds the break. It's just the Fruited on the FC now. And if we're looking at accuracies, try and gauge which team's more comfortable. We're seeing 94, 94, and 90 since 96, 78, 93. I think it's ever so slightly in the favor of Change the World. But what's more important here is just the amount of combo that Recruited's managing to pull here. Even exiting this first GI, still holding it strong, but Taps is up on the recovery now as well. 550. The punch to drop.
Oh, that's a big one. Indiana Paris, that was their shot into this match. Hetzer is just unable to find any combo at all, and although Cheval doing their best to combo them as much as they can, that accuracy is just doing so much damage. Left Rooted is still on the FC here. He's finally past that 400k mark here. If he continues this performance, he might just 1v3 this map entirely. You know, going past the 1k combo mark, there's literally no one in the lobby at all that is just matching this guy. Cheval Grand on the 700 combo has 79 accuracy. That is just not gonna do enough here. Left Rooted is going absolutely haywire. 95 at FC going into the last PI. What more can you do when your opponent is performing like this on the speed? Hex's accuracy is not enough, Taps' combo is not enough, and although Left Rooted will miss, the damage has been done. Sape is there on the recovery. Sape is there to follow up in Left Rooted's footsteps here. It is a 380k lead for Team Red. They are looking to continue the speed abuse without any wavering at all. They do not want to. They do not want to give another big point. Indiana Paris just has 0 chance on this map at all.
And despite thinking that maybe Indiana Paris has a really solid chance on the speed, despite their performance on the Nomad 5 earlier in this match, Change the World and pulled off an absolutely stellar team score here. 800k, 500k from Sape and Lefruited, and I think they've definitely found their footing from the breakpoint and the close Nomad 5 then.
Yeah, it's that was a way more one-sided map compared to that Nomad 5. Uh, because of Left Rooted and Sape just finding themselves a lot more comfortable on this after warming up on the speed earlier. So there you go. That is the third point. They're not looking to back down on the speed just yet. They're not looking to hand Indiana Paris a break point on that skill set just yet. Now it's Indiana Paris to reply back. Are they just gonna go for another aim pick, or will they lean towards the tech? It's gonna be HR1 this time. Looking to continue the good work that they did on the No Mod 1, just continue the abuse on HR and on a mod that they're a lot more comfortable with on the HR. So I can see this being another good pick for them. They've played this previously. They got a 1.3 million team score against their previous opponents in losers grand finals. Change the world. They have information. They know they just have to get a better score in general than what Indiana Paris got previously, and they should be fine. But still, it is Indiana Paris's game here. It is the HR aim, so I can see this looking very good for them.
I feel like Change the World might be able to put up a bigger score than 1.3 million. But I also think that in the previous Grand Finals match, Indiana Paris wasn't at their top form performing like they are today. I think we can see them increase that previous score by a decent amount, and I think that's when it'll become more difficult for Change the World to have a really solid chance on this pick.
Yeah, that's another variable that you really have to think about. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. It's gonna be similar. I think that's the same roster that we saw previously on the HR2. It's gonna be Left with Tit and Sape Sape as usual. It's gonna be Jazz coming in to fill in for Choco Sticks. Meanwhile, for Indiana Paris, it is Rio Reliable in Zoroki, Tapsis, and Cheval. Let's see how this works out. HR2 didn't work too well for them previously. Let's hope that this HR1 is gonna go better for them for their sake, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, after the HR2 scare, if I were them, I was looking at at least, I mean, not them, but like, I'm looking at the HR2 before the match and I'm going, oh yeah, this is our best pick. This is a really solid pick for us. And we're going to pick into more of the control. We're going to pick into the tanky aspects, the ulti aspects, and get our points there. And then immediately getting the breakpoint on HR2, but still being able to find your footing on a different style of map is absolutely huge in this scenario, I'd say.
Really, man, that momentum is just really important. But Cheval finds the first break though. Zoroki taps it as well. It's only Jazz from the red side. It seems like that momentum is quickly but surely fading away, as we already see a lot of misses from the Team Blue off of the start of this map, and still 2 FCs from Left with It and Sape here. There's still a lot of map left to go, but you can already see some damage being built here. Zoroki once again in a similar fashion to HA2 on his own with the lone combo here. There needs to be a stronger effort from Tapsis and Cheval, just like on that No Mod 1, if they want to build this back and secure a 3rd point on the board on the 3rd pick. This is the first guy to come in. The spacing here is gonna get relatively more tougher. It's no one breaking so far. Left wicket will fall. That is some damage done. Jazz as well, that's the recovery gone. It's only Sape. Everyone from Indiana Paris is holding, but as I mentioned, Cheval will miss, and Zoroki as well. It's a full reset from Indiana Paris. And although Sape will trade, it is a lead secured for Change the World unless we see a lot more misses in the second half of the map. It's looking quite tough. It seems like HR is just not in Indiana Paris's ballpark anymore. They're just finding these misses everywhere, man, and Change the World is still holding, hitting all of those 1-2s. Left with It and Jazz may fall, but there's no combo from Indiana Paris at all. Sape is doing so much here. All of their players are doing so much here. It seems to be a flip of the narrative what Indiana Paris just performed on that No Mod 1. An absolute aim consistency masterclass. Change the World are looking to mirror that on this HR1 with 3 formidable scores here on their side that no player from Indiana Paris can beat at all. It is only Zoroki going past the 300k mark, but even he hasn't managed to surpass any of the scores from Change the World. Not even Jazz's score, the tier 3 here. They're just looking way more solid on the hard rocks than Indiana Paris. The misses just keep on coming. They keep on going. The bleeding just won't stop. Indiana Paris, they're looking to try and abuse the aim, but it just does not work out on the HR at all. It's a 300k lead for Change the World, and what more can you do when your opponents are playing this well on your pick? It is gonna be a break point, pushing this match to 4-2. Indiana Paris tried their best to keep the aim abuse going, but it seems like they have met their match on the HR1 as Sape, left rotate, and Jazz. That is a triple 400k on the board with Jazz, your tier 3 top scoring the lobby.
Absolutely stellar consistency display and team score from Change the World here. Not a single score below 400k, but on the other side, despite what I was saying about expecting them to put up a higher score than in their previous match, they unfortunately all score below the 400k mark, not able to find their footing. And I think in this particular map, the act really tells a story. You've got Jazz up on the 98.5, Refuted on the 97, high 97 towards 98. And Sape on the lower, but still just pulling together the combo. And I think just overall, the accuracy might have made a decent chunk of that score lead. And as we dragged into the map pool screen here again, I think it's important to consider not necessarily what Change the World is going to pick, but what is Indiana Pairs going to opt into now? Are they going to just run straight into their Protect, or are they going to maybe try to opt into something like the No Mod 2 that I mentioned earlier, or maybe just try and throw in a wrench and pick the No Mod 6? Like, perhaps that's something to think about later, because not their pick right now.
It's gonna be a tough situation for them to build back. No mod to a potential. There's also still the tech left on the table. I'm pretty much assuming they're just gonna go for DQ1, keep it simple. But yeah, it seems like their chances of going back into this match are slowly but surely slipping away. But who knows, maybe Change the World makes a mistake this time and grants Indiana Paris a spot back into this match, an opportunity to maybe tie things up here. Change the World needs to get consolidate that breakpoint to maintain that advantage. They're gonna try and do so on the No Mod 2. That map that you mentioned earlier, it's a bit of a volatile one. This one could go either way. They're looking to try and continue the tapping abuse here. So for Change the World's sake, let's hope that it works out for them, because it's 2 minutes of pure flow aim shred. Absolutely anyone can win this map as long as they perform better. You can never be too sure on mechanics, man. It is very, very RNG.
I mean, maybe not particularly on mechanics. I don't think that's going to be the part that catches the players out on this map, but it's going to be all about the flow, and it's obviously in the nature of these flow-focused stamina No Mod 2 maps that if you find one drop on this stream, it's very likely that you're going to find either a big act drop or a bunch of chain misses after that, due to the nature of Note Lock itself. But hopefully teams here can hold strong. We see either a close match or maybe even a breakpoint by Indiana Paris to bring it closer together again.
Well, I mean, for Indiana Paris' sake, they're gonna need a breakpoint here, because Change the World is gonna go up 5-2 if they win this map, and then they're gonna have a pretty clean shot of pushing it to match point if they opt to go for the reading abuse or the protect of HT2 later. So Indiana Paris, they really need this map, man. It's gonna be that incredibly reliable trinity from the red side. Sape, left with it, and Jazz here once again. Meanwhile, for Indiana Paris, Napsus and Cheval are there to stay. To fill in for for Zoroki on the stamina, it's gonna be Hetzer coming in. It's 2 minutes of pure flow. If you can combo game this map, that is basically an advantage, a big advantage to your team, and a big flow for your opponent. They need some sort of a pop-off here. It needs to start now. Hetzer looked very shaky on that DT3 earlier. Can they manage to build back and redeem themselves? It's Shovel to find the first break at the start, but it's only the beginning here. There's still a lot of density left to go, even though it's 2 minutes. These three maps, man, there's a lot of combo in them, really. So you find a miss at the middle, you fail to get any significant combo. That is your score pretty much gutted down to half of what it should have been. So it's gonna come down to whoever can combo game here. There's 6 combos on the board. A recovery from Chevel. The TI is gonna be coming in. This is where the float gets nasty. Hetzer falls. Chevel as well, but Sape and left with Heat will follow as well. Taps is the only combo from Indiana Paris, though, will follow in the chain miss. Jazz, the last standing combo, will follow as well. It's a complete reset from everyone. But the chain misses from Indiana Paris just did so much more damage. You can see the accuracy disparities here. Jazz 97, left with it 93. Sape doing well enough on the 92. It is a 200k lead from Change the World right now, and there's only one more TI left.
One more TI left, and I think for Indiana Paris, finding the drops in the slower section of the map is absolutely detrimental. They cannot afford to do that with 200,000 in the lead of Change the World right now. Even with Sape finding a drop, it's the 300 combo on Lafruta and Hetzer going into this ending, and with Shovel finding a break traded by Safe, it's just up to those two right now to decide the outcome. But Hetzer goes down first.
Lafruta continues to hold, and he's done enough even though he finds the chain miss. There's no combos at all on the board pretty much. There's pretty much nothing you can do to bring this back. Change the World. It's gonna be a clean 5-2 for them. Looked a bit shaky from the start, but you can see the comfortability disparity here. Jazz with the accuracy, left with it with the combo, Sape with the support here. And what more can you do when your opponent's tier 3 is top scoring the map? Indiana Paris are gonna have to play the rest of this match with that down 3 points pretty much. They need to win this next point, otherwise Change the World are gonna push it to an easy match point with a potential HD2 pick after this.
Yeah, exactly. They're definitely gonna look to keep their lead when it comes back to their pick again. But I think I wanna point out in that particular map, I think the massive difference maker was the tier 3 difference. Obviously Jazz getting the top score with the really comfortable accuracy, but on the other hand, Shovel just was having a really hard time finding footing on that map and getting a solid combo or accuracy together, and I think the 300,000 score difference was all in that difference. If Shovel had got the same score as Jazz, or even the same score as somebody else on the other team, then it would have been a much closer map. And obviously, they're gonna opt straight into the protect here.
Yeah, at this point, there's really not much they can do. They really just have to go for it at this point. And Change the World just has so many options because of the fact that they can abuse Shovel as the only tier 3 of the other team here. So it seems like they're gonna be forcing Indiana Paris to pick into their protect. This DT1 is pretty much their final option into this match. If they do not win this and find their way, maybe potentially win a breakpoint next and gain some momentum, I'm not too sure how they're gonna be winning this at this point. It is looking very, very dire for them. It has to start here on Narashite. Zoroki had an incredibly formidable score previously with 859. Shovel and Tapsus as well. Double 600k. An absolutely ludicrous team score to have in Grand Finals. 2.1 million on DT1. When you consider the fact that some of the players that are in this team should be skill capped effectively. Shovel specifically tier 3. The fact that he can set 600Ks on DT1s of this difficulty, despite being 60k, is absolutely ludicrous. So Indiana Paris, they've done really, really well during their earlier match. Can they keep up the pace and do it once again? Or will Change the World just probably just put one more nail in the coffin and shut things down here, push it to match point? It really just has to be a win on Narashite, otherwise this match might just be over.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Indiana Paris has really got no other choice here, no other angles to approach from. If they lose this, it's going to be I mean, it's absolutely the worst situation that it could be if they drop this point, and that's the reason that they've left this map. They've left it for this exact moment where there's no other option, where they really need to clutch up and bring it home and find their footing again, get into the mental game, and then hopefully after this they can start swaying back the point imbalance here. But for now, into the DT1 we go. General act advantage off the bat is in favor of Indiana Perez. Jazz is down to the 90%, and I think throughout the map that's going to end up being a very important factor.
Absolutely an important factor indeed. You can already see that accuracy doing a lot of work here. It is 60k over to the side of Team Blue. It's only 2 minutes of map, so any sort of advantage on the accuracy is going to do so much. But it's Chevel to find that miss, an early miss from him. Might potentially bring this lead back. Another break from him as well. It's 3 FCs to 2, and Tapsis will fall. The SS falls. It's only Zoroki. It's falling apart. Indiana Paris, their protect. This was the map that they needed to bring over to their side if they wanted a shot back into this map. A double break from Change the World might potentially give them a chance to shift back the momentum to bring any sort of hope over to their team, but it's still Sape Sape trying to keep things together, trying to stop Zoroki from bringing it back. It is looking very damn close. There's still another TI left after this. It is a 6k difference. While anything can happen here, Chevel continues to break. It is a stark contrast to the performance he put up during the previous match that he played us in. Jazz will break. That is a big recovery from Change the World gone. Left with it is their matching Tapsis. Sape is there matching Zoroki. Left with it will fall. Tapsis and Zoroki are there. They can absolutely bring this back. Tapsis will fall. It's a 1v1 right now. It could go either way. Zoroki needs to hold on for dear life if he wants this point. Sape is there, but Zoroki is even higher than him. 47k. There's barely a difference right now. It's gonna come down to the tiniest of differences. The recoveries from Change the World. Will it bring it back? 10k. It's going back. It's 4 digits. Zoroki, he needs to
Oh my god, oh my god.
It's 600. It's 700.
Holy shit, that's unbelievable. Not only did it come down to the double FC by Zoroki and Sape at the end, but the stellar accuracy from Zoroki. If he had dropped even one more 100, that would have made the difference.
Oh my god, that came down to the wire. That came down to the wire. My voice is gone. Zoroki, 3 100s, 50, 150. Matching Sape Sape, and the support was just enough despite Chevel absolutely collapsing on that map. They're still here. They're not looking to give up just yet, man. They are still in it to win it. DT1 could be the potential of a comeback. It's gonna be a rocky road from here on out, but there is a potential here. Indiana Paris are looking to fight with everything they've got.
Staring down the barrel of Change the World with every single reading pick still on the board, and I think this is absolutely terrifying. Even though it feels like there's been a switch up, it's just like, you look at what's coming next and it's, oh no, wait, they haven't picked their other options yet. Oh, and it's still, you know what, there's difference in the air right now, right? It feels like Indiana Paris could pull off a miracle here and bring it back, but the Hidden 2, the TL2, I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of it, Gabba.
I'm afraid of it. Yeah, that's the thing here. Indiana Paris really needed to win that Nomad 2 because Change the World has 2 reading maps here that they can lean towards. The TL2 and their current pick right now, the Protecting HD2. Indiana Paris is gonna need to pull another miracle just as they did on that TL4 earlier if they want any of a shot back into this match, because Change the World, I'm gonna be honest, they have a potential to just pretty much shut this down as soon as possible as long as they win these 2 next reading picks. HD2, TL2, I'm assuming. I doubt it's going to be the Nomad 6. I feel like the high CS a bit too much of a gamble for Change the World to take. I think they're just going to end it on the pure reading. It's gonna be HD2 first. This map, previously seen, I believe, in 5WC Grand Finals as the HD2
Yep, yep.
for around 7.1, same as R as this. It's gonna be a tough one for Indiana Paris to win. Change the World is just so strong on the reading here, but
Seeing the first
if
appearance of
miracles,
Uber now.
yeah, Uparu. I mean, Uparu did for the TL4 earlier.
Really?
That's
I
their
missed that.
reading
How did I miss
player.
that?
Yeah, Uparu is the staple easy player for Change the World, so kind of expected for them to come in over left with it. Indiana Paris, I'm assuming it's just gonna be Zoroki, Tapsus, and Shovel once again. And yeah,
I
think
wanna,
that's
I wanna
the
make a
next round.
callback. I wanna make a callback to the No Mod 2 pick. Initially, we thought the pick was just about the fact that it was tapping and abusing the Shovel Grand's inability to hold solid form on it, but in retrospect, No Mod 2 still could have gone either way. It's still a very flippy pick and very RNG in the fluid nature of it, and I think it's really, really smart of Change the World to not just opt into their comfortable hitting 2 and TL2 at that moment. Instead, they took the gamble and they got the point, and now they've managed to leave these two extremely strong picks right until the end of the match.
Absolutely. The strategy here from Change the World is nasty. They have the reading abuse still left open. I was expecting them to maybe go for reading and speed abuse, and they did go for the speed. Reading didn't go too well for the TL4, but they made sure to save this map and that TL2 for last. Because of the fact that they know they're confident on it, they know that they can abuse on it, they know that Indiana Paris might struggle a bit more on the HD here. It's
Special
going to
gesture
be
moment?
this map to potentially decide things, and who better to cast alongside here once things get down to it, once the pivotal point of the match comes down to it. It is Blank Tap, your special guest for this match, coming in, joining us in the commentators booth. What's up, man?
Maestro is kinda dead from the other tiebreaker, so hopefully this one will not kill my voice even further. But Sape did indeed find a bit of a chainless there actually, yeah, but Shovel trades it down, and now it's a 2v2 still in the set of Team Blue in terms of accuracy. Texas capped in.
Tapping in for sure. Zoroki as well there to follow alongside by him. It's a 2v2 right now as Sape and Chevel struggle, but Choco Sticks, that's a big miss. It's the easy player in Uparu, the reading specialist from Change the World. But Zoroki and Tapsus, that's a big double break! And that's every single combo from Team Blue. It's only
Oh,
Uparu.
LeBron James instead? Wait,
Oh my
that
God.
turn is impossible!
Wait,
Okay.
This 500 combo is absolutely detrimental for Indiana Paris and absolutely awesome for Change the World. It's pulling the score towards them, even though Indiana Paris is finding their footing here. Oh, that's a big chainless though. And it's just Uparu. It's the Uparu show until we see something else happen.
Still looking ever so comfortable. Wonder of the map remains. Accuracy not the best, but it is absolutely wonderful. Finally finding a miss aim, but not before.
Oh my
Gaining 260k in the lead, and despite that, Combo is still in the set of Team Red with Sape recovery. Choco Sticks just missed, but it's Sape still 1v2ing, holding off Team Blue.
yeah, you can't really do much after your opponent does a performance like that. After that super carry from Uparu, pretty much just lifting their team on their shoulders here. And who else to continue the job and follow in their footsteps but the tier 1 and Sape to close the deal. This is why Change the World is looking to close this match out pretty swiftly soon, because Indiana Paris messed up the Nomad 2 earlier. They still have the reading abuse on the table, and you're seeing it on display right here. This HD2 has been played to absolute perfection from Uparu. They are the combo, they are the score lead here, and they are going to win this by a 300k margin.
Wow.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
wondering what are Indiana Paris gonna opt into now? What would it be if they picked TL if they picked TL5 right now? Would it be HR1 again? I can't remember what the
Uh,
most recent breakpoint was.
um, if Indiana Paris are gonna go for a breakpoint, I can see them going for a TL4
They can't
since they
pick.
already won it
It's only
earlier.
the most recent breakpoint.
Oh, the most
The
recent, then
most
that would have
recent.
to be HR1, and I don't think they want that.
Mm,
Yeah.
Since they did lose it. So,
I think
what's up, Blank
it's
Tap?
what's the other option here? Oh, is it no more? It's
Uh,
probably no more four, right?
they're probably just gonna go for tech, cause just for a bit of a recap for Blank Tap here.
Mhm.
Indiana Paris tried going for HRs and AIM, and although they did win the Nomad one, they got a big point on storyboard TL4, and then they won DT1 by a slight margin. They've lost HR1, giving the breakpoint over to Change the World, meaning they can't go for the TL5 breakpoint pick. They also lost HR2 breakpoint as well, so pretty much all that's left on the
Oh,
table
God.
here is Tex here.
Oh
And
god.
they're gonna go for
Oh.
no, they're gonna go for no.
Oh, this is not
Oh,
exactly what I would call
no.
tech.
I
This
mean,
is
it's tech, guys.
I
Guys,
mean,
it's
Yeah, I
tech.
guess so, in a
it's a
way.
kind of
Have you
tech.
seen the
It's a kind of.
sliders?
I would.
Say yes, but some of them are invisible.
Wait, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I only came into the showcase like at the very end. Please inform me of what this map is.
Oh, no one inform him. No one inform him.
I think
Okay,
what
wait.
you need to do is read the tip name and then know something might be up here. That's all.
Oh god.
It's
Well,
not a fail debug. Like, what's the rating? Is this like about 80?
Nice.
Kinda.
it's just
Yeah, let me
nice.
see. Let me
Actually,
see.
might be a bit higher than that, Blackton.
Actually 9 stars.
Oh,
Actually,
it's
yeah,
nice,
yeah,
nice.
Fine, that's playable.
yeah,
That's
it's all
playable.
that's pretty good.
All
It's pretty
good, it's
easy.
all
Like,
good.
I'm chilling.
That's a tech map.
Yeah, like you give this map to Amrak, like you get 700k. Like it's that simple.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, not your conventional tech map, I guess, but still technical in some sense here. So, Indiana Paris, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go for Nomad 4 or HR3, I guess. Maybe they're just not confident at all. Maybe they just want to do something like TL4, pick a map that they
Oh, I
know
have a
they
vision.
can win because
I
of
have
the
a
fact
vision.
that they've practiced it maybe a bit more extensively than the other team. I'm not too sure though. This is still a really volatile. and
What are the
dangerous map. This map is
odds?
freaky.
What are the odds that they're picking into the TL1 because they're afraid of the mechanics in general? What if they're just not going to opt into the regular map pool anymore? What if just their next pick is just TL3?
I mean, they lost both HRs that they picked, so maybe they've just given up on the basic map pool. I can understand why, so it's a bit of a rough situation for them. Maybe they're just looking to try and abuse something a bit more unorthodox like the TL1 to maybe get a point in. I mean, who knows? I mean, it looks like a really dire situation here. So whatever the case here, whatever the reasoning is, Indiana Paris needs to get this point and then hope that Change the World makes a massive mistake afterwards if they want a shot back into this match and if they want an opportunity to force this into tiebreaker.
What you got there?
You
Not
both-
What you
really.
got there?
I'm not close in Japanese.
Bro,
It is
well,
cheesy though.
I can read I can read hiragana and katakana. Yo, pull up a picture, bro.
It's already in my stomach something.
Gee.
Oh, what
Okay.
the hell is
Nice.
this?
Yeah, it's gonna be one. It
Wait,
is what it is.
is it
It's an
Scorby 1?
art form.
It's
you guys
supposed
not
to be
put
Scorby
Scorby
1.
Did you guys not put Scorby 1? Okay, abort.
Can't tell. I can't. Hold on. It
Wait,
might not be.
there is,
No,
there
no, no,
is,
it is
there
Scorby
is,
1.
there is, there is,
We're
there
good,
is,
we're
It
good,
is,
we're
it
good,
is,
we're
it
good.
is.
Nice.
It's fine. What the hell is this? This is freaky. Oh my
Wait,
god.
Choco Stick with the massive combo. Okay. Shovel and Tapsas still looking pretty good, but this spot is kind of impossible to hold. Okay,
Oh my
Tapsas almost
God.
doing it. 100k difference though. This is massive.
This is absolutely massive here, but it's score v1 though, so if anyone from Indiana Paris finds a significant combo, there's still an opportunity for a comeback. On score v1, combo just matters so much, and score
Oh,
leads
there
can
it is,
pretty much
Zoroark!
disappear in a single span.
Oh,
How did he hit that? Oh my god,
Zoroark,
okay.
Oh my
He's
god!
hitting so much there. He brought it back to a 5-digit lead here. Indiana Paris, they're still in the game, although there's so much damage here done by Choco Sticks. This combo at the start.
Okay, it's the
There's no
stream, but so does 6-3? I mean 6E? Oh my god. 80k difference, what is going on?
It is very
Anybody
close.
have a
It's
combo
so
on this
close.
spot? No. No combos on either side right now. Free
It's
combo,
dead even.
it's not gonna, yeah, it's just gonna remain dead even.
Oh
That was
god!
trippy as hell. On six
My
clients.
eyes.
Here's
And even the
the
client died.
insane, no way. No way, please don't die, Metro.
Even the client died.
Come on, is there a disconnect? I don't want to think that there's a disconnect, but it doesn't usually pop
No,
up for this
please,
long.
man.
I mean, what's happening?
Uh,
There's one part of the map left in the back.
Dorothy!
Zoroark has disappeared.
No, what? His piece exploded.
Oh
He just couldn't
no.
handle the spiders.
Not like this, man.
And that
Not
might
like
be-
this.
Zoroark crashed. No way.
Oh my
Not
god.
like this. What an ending to this kind of tournament. It's kind of poetic, not gonna lie.
Oh, but it's so
the
true
end of-
though. You never
Oh,
want it to
I
end like
know.
that. This reminds me
Yeah.
of USA versus Australia
Wow.
when Emmerich had a
Yeah.
power outage and couldn't play the rest of the match. Even though he statistically couldn't get it, this is just not the way that you want it to end.
Yeah, it's a tragedy here. You never want to see it go out like this, but yeah, Zoroark crashing. I think that's just gonna be the final nail in the coffin. Change the world. We'll steal another breakpoint and we'll push it to match point.
I think it's just poetic if we leave the screen like this.
Oh my god,
It's so
was-
unfortunate.
that map was so painful to look at.
That's not what we want to say. The moment the tournament has at least came to its close, that's what you say. This map is painful to look at.
Bro, my voice is dying. My eyes are now hurting, bro. Come on, man. What the?
Mm.
It is just a tragedy.
Unfortunate circumstance for Indiana Paris to go out like that. Maybe there's a world where that doesn't happen and Zoroark pulls home a huge combo at the end, keeps the point in their favor. But unfortunately, that's not the world we're living in, and unfortunately for Indiana Paris, Change the World's able to bring home the breakpoint and bring home the match.
Wait, isn't it?
Can we get a showcase? Can we get a
Yeah.
TB showcase?
Yeah, TV showcase.
TB showcase. Get back in the lobby. Play the TB. TB. Yeah, Jazz, play the TV.
Oh my God.
That Jazz in the chat saying TB for fun.
TV for fun.
So
love of the
listen,
game.
Abby didn't
For the love
spend
of the game.
1.6k Hong Kong dollars for nothing. Let's run it. Let's run it.
Yo, we gotta see it on the big screen somewhat, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I
Exactly.
poured so much money into this. Come on. Well, that's a tragic ending, but unfortunately, ATMT3 closes out like this. It has changed the world. Your champions here, your seed one, your kings of the bracket, taking
Kings indeed.
their place on the pedestal once and for all, as they should. The seed one, they played so formidably through the entire bracket.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
although it was unfortunate that it had to end in this fashion with Zoroark crashing there, Change the World still played formidably, and they still played like they deserved the win. And that means they will be winning the tournament. They will be standing as your champions, and hopefully we'll be getting a badge from this tournament here. You're 5 players. You're from your seed 1. It is Sape Sape. It is Left Root Tit. Or 6E, it is Uparu, Jazz, and Choco Sticks to take the championships of ATMT3. And now, what else is there left to but to watch the tiebreaker that Abby Chan has put his heart and soul into just for this tournament?
feel like there's a list of people that we have to thank for putting this TV together, including the artist themselves, right? I mean, like, that's the main thing, it's the song. Oh yeah, that's Pack mapping it, I guess, sure.
My
Thank you,
goat,
that's Pack.
my
That's
dad
my goat.
I guess. You can thank it if you want. Up to you guys.
Yeah. So yeah, I believe this map had a lot of work going into it. A bunch of mappers, Azazafag, Abby, I believe had some work into it. PSC, Gauhao, Harddiff, Zenok, Chess, and Silent Rock. And I believe they also had a custom background from Zero and a custom song by 3B, the artist here. So a lot of money, a lot of work put into this tiebreaker. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be seeing it played into the match.
Weeks
Actually,
of
but
work.
at the
Weeks
first,
of
we'll
work.
see it. Weeks of work, man.
Maybe even months. I don't know. You have to ask Abby. That's information I don't have. I think this is a fire tiebreaker, and I think I'm sad that it didn't get played. It is so good. Why is he on Nelv? Choco Sticks, get with the
It's on
program.
Nelv. It's back. It's back. It's back.
Abort? Why are we aborting? Why are we aborting? What happened?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh yeah, sorry, buddy.
No, evil. Evil gaming's in the game chat. No, abort. I wanna play. Oh, we actually get the abort. We actually get the abort. Okay, fair enough.
He actually wants to play.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And
Yeah, this TV, I think listen on the Loki. My expectations were like 7 out of 10. You know, I was expecting it to be pretty good, but this tiebreaker, I actually think it's like cinema. It's so good. Storyboard is good. Like, I think there's a I'm gonna point it out when it happens. A specific detail about the storyboard that I think is really nice, but like the song, pretty good. Map, pretty fun. It's just, yeah, it's fucking good, man. It's fucking good. Give it a play. Download the map. Give it a play. Look cool.
ATMT3 custom tiebreaker.
It's so good. It's cinema.
But yeah, I think if I remember from watching the showcase, I think a special thing about this map is I feel like it's a pretty well made map considering the format that this tournament has, you know, having the
Well,
more lower ranked tier 3s where there's a lot of more
okay, I
freer
thought we
and
were talking about
accessible
tournament
parts
being
in
troll.
the map. And no, it's not troll. It's not troll. It's tiebreaker. It's just tiebreaker. But yeah, like even though it's 7.5, you can look at this SR for a tiebreaker. It's kind of daunting considering some of the players here are like 50k plus or something. But still relatively playable. There's a lot of somewhat accessible sections in this map that I think really allows it to be that allows it to be a really fun play for any of the players here, even the tier 3s included. So pretty well designed tiebreaker in my opinion considering the format. So pretty good job for Abby and the team for making this.
Just
we're
ignore the
leaving
score.
right now.
Ignore the score.
It's gonna be 1 hour.
It's going over. It's what?
You won. They're so goated. It's so weak. Man, score V3 goes crazy.
We're V3. What would score V3 be like? It'd be like out of 100. Look at the storyboard. It's
Out
so
of 100.
cool.
What the heck?
Every tournament you
If
get
these
40
names weren't
judges to
so
judge
damn
your
big.
performance.
I should have
The
turned the.
commentators
I
are
should
gonna
have
give
turned
you
the
a score
background.
110.
I should have turned the background down so we could actually properly look at the storyboard. Because with these stupid names in the way, you won't be able to see what I was talking about. Oh, can I do it to break?
No,
A break for one of them, just for one of them. Oh, come on,
So, no.
give it to me. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. No. Okay, I'll just say it then, since I can't show it. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't work anyways, because the storyboards for 10, 19, 20, 1080, these plants are all square,
Oh yeah,
so it wouldn't even work.
they're too small.
Mm.
Don't even see it.
I think it's worth noting then, every time there's a 1/3 pattern in this, even if it's like just for 4 beats, the mapper's name turns red as like an indication in the storyboard.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's
I
so
think
good.
about
Like,
it.
it's such a minor detail, but I think it's so good.
you know when the evil 1/3 pattern is going, so you can be ready for it, and you don't mess up your 1000 combo in the tiebreaker and lose.
If we had seen a 1000 combo on this, I would have gone ballistic.
Right, Cheval, it's your turn. You hear that?
Oh,
Lock in.
Cheval tier 3 cooking right now, okay?
old player.
God damn.
God, okay, I was gonna say, holy shit. Nice combo. He's bringing
Yo,
it
it's
back. It's
crazy
only 3
how
mil
some
squad
of
difference
these
now.
tier 3s.
Dude, that's, yeah, okay, something throughout the whole tournament that I had been, like, not saying anywhere. Like, these tier 3s are all so good, bro. Like, I was, for the entire tournament, I was like, well, until finals, we were scaling how we would scale it just for, like, the tier 1s. And then it was like, Grand is going to be impossible for tier 3s if we keep scaling like this. And then we made it easier, and then they just get better. They just were too good for this pool. We should not have gone easy on them.
Guys, Combo Sticks, Cheval, bro, they just managed to keep up somehow.
I mean, you can't forget Yadagarasu and Losers as well. Absolute demon of a player as well.
Yeah. Good performances from them.
You can literally go back to like any of the VODs. You can, yeah. You can literally go back to any of the VODs of the matches that I stream. I almost never glaze anybody except the tier 3s, bro. I don't understand how you can be ranked 50k and play these maps when I'm ranked 10k and supposedly a D ranker, and I can't play them. Like, I don't get it.
The king of D rankers.
Literally.
Map.
That is actually
Oh, just. Oh my god, why is everyone suddenly breaking it? Damn. That was part of the map, guys?
Me when I sight read the tiebreaker in match.
Me when I can't use the text sliders.
Me when it's so obvious that Cheval is the only one not sight reading. I could be wrong. I'm not throwing flame at anyone. Wait, I just realized, how did I not realize I spent fucking 5 minutes? Joker 6 is unhitted! What the hell?
I don't know, this is nasty.
Wonder, is Uber in the lobby? Is Uber playing this on easy?
Oh, everyone's dead.
Oh my god.
1/3
Gunga
stream.
sliders.
Yeah, this is the Gunga slider section.
I can feel the slider velocity echoing through my soul.
I can feel the boom, boom, boom echoing through my. Oh my, 5-way break.
Damn.
Oh god.
And that's it. That's the map. That's the whole map.
Holy moly.
Cinema.
Cinema.
Absolute cinema. I guess while it's finishing, look at the score. Look at the score difference. Okay, anyways. While it's finishing up, I guess it's probably worth mentioning, there's gonna be a staff versus players show match next weekend, probably.
Me.
So, really?
Let's go
Genuinely?
Black play.
Oh, he left. We didn't even get to see the smoke.
No.
He was smoking
Damn.
GG. Anyways. There's a staff versus players show match happening next week. We're planning to do it around 13-ish UTC, ideally. Since that'll be the most convenient time for our staff to properly ref and stream it. If you've been a player, if you played in this and you're interested, send a message in general, ping Abby, do something, and we'll try and make a team of players to hop in there. And obviously, if you're a staff and didn't know about this, because you don't check the staff chat, send a message in the staff chat reacting, or I think I pinged the staff, react to that message, and hopefully we can get as many people in as we can, reasonably.
Let's go blanked out super duo. So we got up.
You play in the
Yeah.
tournament, if you play in the show match like that, you're gonna bully all the 5 digits.
These 5 digits are not 5 digits, there's no worry.
Yeah, you're right.
Yo,
50k players playing better than you, you're right, they're not 5
mugged
digits.
me, bro.
Like I'm
That's
the-
not real.
I am a 4 digit. Just a 4 digit. Like, these guys are more than 5 digits, man. Fuck these guys.
Sape mugged me, bro. Left rooted like matches my scores, bro. These guys are alien. They're not real.
True.
But
Agreed.
yeah, we'll just have to stay tuned for announcements on that player versus staff show match. With that, that marks the formal conclusion, basically, of Abby's Show Map Tournament 3. A big congratulations to Change the World, a team built to take it all, and so they did. They changed the world, and now they are the victors of ATMT3. Jazz, Left-Footed, Uparu, Choco, and Sape Sape. They will be crowned as your champions of ATMT3, and that marks the end and the conclusion of the tournament, pretty much. Big thank you to everyone who has played through the entirety of the tournament. All of our registered teams who've gone through qualifiers, the 32 teams who made it into bracket, as well as all of the staff, the poolers, our host Abby Chan as well for putting in the effort to get all of these maps and customs together. It's been a pleasure here. So unfortunately, that's gonna be the end of ATMT3. And ATMT3. So anything you guys want to say?
Not anymore. You said everything for me.
I mean, I was thinking of giving an exclusive congrats to the second and third place, which was obviously Indiana Paris and Benedette Stupapelli 2.0. I feel like they deserve a pretty big honorable mention for their insane performance in the tournament as well.
Big respects to everyone, to those podium teams, and honestly to everyone really who's gone through this experience. It's never an ATMT without some trolls, some goofy stuff happening in the matches and the pools, but at the very least we all experienced it together, and that's what counts. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the stream here. GG will play to change the world, and to everyone for their efforts throughout the tournament. And we'll see you guys, I suppose, soon in the show match, and then after that, the next iteration, hopefully, if it does happen.
The MT 3.5 Invitational. Ooh.
But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. It's been me, Gavras, as Abby was here earlier, unfortunately had to leave, and then Fault and our special commentator guest in Blank Tap. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.